Good morning, Don Pelayo here. It is Thursday, June 19th, 2025. I'm off work today, which, hey, I had never heard of Juneteenth until just a few years ago, but hey, any reason to have an extra holiday and have some time off of work, I'm good with that. So I'm not going to complain. I am getting ready to go outside and work on my patio. The weather's supposed to be fairly good this morning. It's going to get really hot in the afternoon. It's going to be this evening. I think we're supposed to get some storms. So I'm going to try to get as much done this morning as I can before it gets too hot out there. Um, we've gotten so much rain this year, and the patio, it's just looking like the Amazon, out there on my patio. So I gotta go out there and deal with it. Um, I am. I think we all need to be with everything going on right now. I think we need to have a real frank discussion, you guys. I don't think that anyone really knows how all of this stuff that we're experiencing right now is going to turn out. Specifically, all the geopolitical risks that are continuing to rise. We're starting to hear some warnings from Russia, and whenever you get them involved and Iran involved, China's not far behind. There's a lot going on right now. It wouldn't surprise me if China would use this opportunity to go after Taiwan. There's just a lot going on, and first thing I would tell you to do is make sure that your car is topped off with gas, because we could see gas prices spike. For those of you that are familiar with that region, Iran controls a body of water called the Strait of Hormuz, which is just right south of Iran. They control that strait, and I think it's 30 or 40% of the world's oil supply goes through that strait. And if Iran's been talking about putting mines in that water to, if they are attacked, they're planning on putting mines out there. They're planning on shutting that strait down. And if that happens, that's going to really spike the cost of gas at the pump. So I would be filling up my car. If that happens, I'm probably not going to be door dashing for a while, which probably will mean that I'm going to have to find supplemental income from a different source, because honestly, right now, or just reduce what I'm paying on some of my bills. I'm paying down debt. I'm really trying to get out of debt right now. It's like a real big thing that I'm working on right now, and this next bill that I'm working on paying off at the pace I'm going at right now, I should have it paid off, and I think maybe by the end, as early as the end of July. It may be August. We'll just see how it goes, but I'm really wanting to keep my progress going, right? I don't want that to slow down. I'm trying to get out of debt so that I can start really building my assets. But yeah, I would be really starting to stock up if you've got some extra money, or if you've, you might be able to. I realize I typically have been shopping at a supermarket here here in North Carolina, and I've noticed how much more expensive stuff is there than it is at Walmart, and I'm just like, I think that I just need to go to Walmart a little bit more and buy, at least the canned goods and things like that at Walmart. I'm not real wild about the selection of like produce and the meats and stuff at Walmart. I'm kind of like, it's kind of sketchy to me. I don't know why, but so I'm thinking I might still go to the supermarket to get some of the fresher stuff. But in terms of like prepackaged things, it's like Walmart is just so much cheaper. And so I'm probably going to start going to Walmart a little bit more, just to save the money that I would normally be spending. I think I can cut down my grocery bill, maybe as much as 20%, going to Walmart for some things. So, and that money I could either buy more stuff. I can buy, just buy more. and stock it up. I'm hoping my allergies don't get going while I'm out there on the patio today. I'm, we'll see. I have, looking at the news, Iran's been warning that they're going to pull off some kind of major stunt, some major event. I think they're trying to keep this between them and Israel. They don't want the United States to get involved. If we do, it's very possible. It's very possible that we could potentially see some attacks here at home. I think there's a good chance that we have some sleeper cells here in the United States from Iran, and that could be a major issue. I hate to say that, but I think it's possible. Israel is saying that they don't want to. They're not trying to achieve regime change. They just want they want the nuclear threat from Iran gone. That's what they're looking to achieve. Unfortunately, some of this nuclear program that Iran's been developing is really entrenched. I've heard that it's up to half mile underground. Israel doesn't have the capability of going in there and getting it. I don't. I've heard them say that the United States may be the only country with a bomb strong enough to destroy it. But I've even heard that our conventional bombs may not be able to do it, because they have it like up to a half mile underground. So I'm not sure if the Moab, the mother of all bombs, would be able to get to it to destroy it. I'm thinking that the only way we're going to be able to for sure eliminate the nuclear threat from Iran is with troops on the ground in Iran. And that is probably not going to, that's going to be very difficult to achieve. And it's, we're going to probably lose a lot of people, a lot of soldiers to do that. So I don't know. It's a mess. It's a mess for sure. I started door dashing last night. It was not the greatest. I did one order, I got one decent order, and then it was like I got a few like $5 orders, and I'm just like, I'm not going to run 10 miles for $5. It's just not going to happen. So I'm probably going to try again tonight. I've heard we're going to have some thunderstorms. Sometimes when you have thunderstorms and things, there's more people ordering. And you get better offers, so hopefully it'll be worth it. And then I'll dash tomorrow night and Saturday, and hopefully make up some of what I haven't gotten this week. So we'll see. I do think the dashing has gotten worse the last few weeks, over the last maybe month or two. I think people are cutting back on some of that. They're trying to save money. So I think people are trying to really improve their financial situations right now, which is a good thing. I think it's good that people are trying to save money. At the same time, I'm trying to take care of my stuff too. So hopefully, I can get out there and make enough to hit my goals. That's really all I'm trying to achieve, and we'll just see how it goes. I am going to get out there. I'm feeling so tired. I don't know what's going on with me. I don't know if this is an age thing, if it's my age, or if it's the surgery that I had. I had bariatric surgery back in October. My energy levels are like non-existent right now. I mean, like, I just feel so tired. It is difficult getting out of the bed in the morning. It's really difficult, and it's like, I should not feel this tired. I'm only 48 years old. I'll be 49 in August. I should not feel this tired. But I'm taking my vitamins. I just did another panel of lab work with my doctor, with my primary care doctor. My cholesterol and all of that. All the numbers are just right where they pretty much right where they should be. My LDL was a little bit high, just a touch over normal. Which is a lot lower than it used to be, and my cholesterol had always been high. It had been high for 20 years. My total cholesterol is in normal range. My LDL is just slightly elevated, but it was just a few points over normal. So my lab work all looks good. Why do I feel so tired? Why do I feel this exhausted? And I'm trying to play with my diet, trying to, it's like I read that dark chocolate is supposed to help with your energy levels. I bought some dark chocolate, just eating like a little square of dark chocolate, trying to improve my energy, and I haven't felt much difference. I'm trying to eat my protein, get my protein in. I'm trying to drink water. What am I missing? What am I missing? I'm not sure. I'm just feeling really tired, and so I don't know if this is an age thing or if or if it has to do with the surgery. Um, especially during the warmer months, I usually feel better. During the winter, a lot of times I'll feel sleepier and more tired in the winter time. But it's summer now. We're going into summer. The weather's warm. It's sunny. We got sun. We're at the longest part of the year right now. Longest days. And I feel exhausted. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna get out there and work on my patio and see if I can get some work done today. I hope that you guys all enjoy your day. I do have to work tomorrow, but I'm gonna be in the office all by myself tomorrow. My boss will be is gonna be out of town, and I've got some my couple of coworkers that work in my group. One of my friends is visiting Cooperstown in New York, and the other lady at work that works in my group will be off too. So I'm going to be there by myself. I'll probably have my headphones on, listening to podcasts. I do have some training that I need to get done, so I'll probably knock that out tomorrow. It's probably going to be a pretty chill day in the office tomorrow, though. To be completely honest, I'll probably go to work wearing. I'll probably go in a polo shirt tomorrow and jeans or something. So, yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Anyway, you guys have a good day. I'm gonna get out there and try to tame the wilderness out there on my patio. And I'll talk to you guys later. Again, like, subscribe. I need some more. I've got 3 subscribers right now. I'd like to try to get that to 10. I've started this channel just a little while ago. I'm just trying to add subscribers right now. Um, I hope that my material, I'm going to try to, I try to talk more about what's going on with the news. I have been thinking about adding a new channel, and delving specifically on financial matters, or I could just make it part of what I talk about here. Let me know what y'all think about that. Should I do a new channel, or should I add that as part of my theme here? I do work in financial services. I've worked in financial services most of my career. I am licensed for investments, annuities, that sort of thing, insurance licenses, that sort of thing. So if I'm happy to answer some basic questions about that. Maybe I can bring up some of those topics to talk about during these podcasts. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll definitely read the comments and reply. So again, this is Don Palayo signing out.